High-speed chases are a mix of adrenaline, fear, and pure unpredictability. You know what's crazy? One wrong move, and everything flips. Lives change in seconds. 1. Stephen Wilson chase, Georgia State Patrol, December 26, 2022.
X-ray Tom Sam 8911.
And here's where it gets intense. Georgia, late December, around 7:18 p.m. A state patrol trooper spots a black Kawasaki with a busted taillight, and guess what? The rider also has a suspended license. Pretty standard pullover, right? But Stephen Wilson had other plans. He guns it immediately, weaving through traffic like he's invincible. The dispatcher's voice over the radio cuts through the tension. Sterile 25 coming up Burton Road. Black motorcycle taking off. I mean, just picture it. Cars swerving, horns blaring, people dodging this madman on two wheels.
You awake?
Then, in a heartbeat, the chase ends most shockingly. Wilson slams into the back of a car. Backup officers and bystanders rush in. The trooper's voice tense but calm. "Can you hear me? Stay with me." He tries everything to keep Wilson conscious, monitoring breathing, talking to him like every second counts, because it does.
Can you hear me?
Parking lot with a Acura TL, Georgia, Tango Echo Paul, 0917, TP.
But it's too late. The man doesn't make it. Later, they learn Wilson isn't just a reckless biker. He's 48, has multiple outstanding warrants, probation violations, contempt of court. And get this, he had escaped from prison and been on the run from U.S. Marshals for 6 months. 6 months. Can you even imagine that tension, knowing the guy you're chasing is a full-blown fugitive? And just like that, a routine stop turns into a deadly tragedy. What would you have done at that moment? 2. Michael Owens crash, Arkansas State Police, September 4th, 2023. And just when you thought things couldn't get any crazier, Arkansas, September 4th, 2023. Trooper Brandon Truon spots a gray sedan behaving suspiciously. He flips on the lights, ready for a routine stop. Simple, right? Not even close. The driver bolts, kicking off what looked like a short chase. But here's where it gets tragic. As Truon speeds to catch the fleeing sedan, a biker, Michael Owens, 63, is just trying to move out of the way. He's not part of the chase, just a guy on the road, trying to live his day. But fate has other plans. In an instant, Truon's vehicle hits Owens. Let me tell you, the scene is pure chaos. People screaming, officers running, adrenaline slamming everyone in the chest. Paramedics rush in, but sadly, Owens doesn't make it. He dies at the scene. Trooper Truon walks away with minor injuries and is released the next day. But the emotional weight? It's massive. Imagine being part of something so sudden, so irreversible. One split-second mistake, and a life is gone. What would you do if you were in Truon's shoes, knowing a moment changed everything? 3. Christopher Gayler chase and taser incident, Arkansas, October 13th, 2022.
42 Little Rock, go ahead and show me 1037.
And here's where it takes a wild, almost unbelievable turn. October 13th, 2022, Arkansas. Trooper Joseph Killian spots a black Kawasaki ZXJ with no license plate. Nothing says trouble like a motorcycle refusing to play by the rules, and this rider makes it clear he's not stopping. The chase kicks off immediately. Red lights? Ignored. Traffic? weave through like a pro. Killian stays hot on his tail, calling in backup, radio buzzing with updates. Speed 71, still northbound, he reports, tension hanging in every word. You can almost feel the pulse through the radio. This isn't just a chase, it's a live wire of danger.
We're westbound, coming up on Allen Street.
Westbound on Allen.
10-4, Allen and Chandler. We're taking Chandler Street right now.
Then things escalate. The suspect crashes, only to hop back on the bike like nothing happened. But it's about to get way more shocking. Trooper Austin Duncan deploys his taser. On the second hit, sparks ignite a jug of gasoline in Gayler's backpack. Flames erupt. I mean, can you picture it? Fire, chaos, officers scrambling, the crowd in disbelief. Miraculously, Gayler survives. He's treated for burns, and the court gives him 7 years probation. But the story doesn't end there. Just a year later, he dies in a car crash, a reminder that these chases leave a trail long after the engines stop. And I have to ask, what would you have done if sparks suddenly turned this chase into a literal fireball? 4. Tucker Collins chase, Arkansas State Trooper, August 23, 2024.
Please head it back to me.
And just when you think you've seen it all, August 23, 2024, Arkansas. A trooper spots 2 motorcycles and a Dodge Charger tearing off from a stoplight, engines roaring, tires screaming. It's one of those moments where your stomach drops. You know trouble is about to explode. One of the bikes stands out, missing a headlight, no license plate, and lights flashing wildly. That's Tucker Collins. He clearly doesn't want to be caught. The trooper engages, following cautiously, trying to keep the chase controlled. But Collins? He's panicking, talking back, yelling and almost pleading. You can hear it over the radio, confusion, fear, and a mix of defiance. And then the officers notice something alarming. In his backpack, an unregistered gun. Yeah, that escalates everything. This isn't just a reckless kid on a bike. This is a potential disaster waiting to happen. Eventually, the chase ends with Collins crashing. Miraculously, his injuries are minor, just a shoulder strain, but the arrest is serious, and you're left thinking about how quickly a casual thrill ride turned into a near catastrophe. Have you ever seen someone's panic spiral turn a routine stop into a full-blown armed chase? Because that's exactly what happened here. 5. Blake McDaniel pursuit, U.S. Highway 167, April 1st, 2024.
42 behind me. B-42 going in past me.
And just when it seemed like Arkansas had seen it all. April 1st, 2024, U.S. Highway 167. Blake McDaniel is spotted tearing down the highway well above the speed limit. Wind whipping, tires screaming. Deputy Brian Hightower moves in, trying to box him in, but McDaniel isn't about to go quietly.
40 in that board, up behind the bike. 40 degrees trying to block it. Okay, whoever's going, go. I need one of those 3 units to cancel, because we're not going to leave the county uncovered.
What's wild is how he handles it, maneuvering like a pro, dodging obstacles, slipping between lanes. Each attempt by the deputy to end the chase fails. It's a tense game of cat and mouse, and every second feels like it could spiral into disaster. You can almost feel the adrenaline, can't you? Like your chest is tight just imagining it. Finally, on the 3rd attempt, it's over. McDaniel crashes. Chaos erupts. Officers rushing, sirens blaring. But thankfully, he's cleared of major injuries. He's taken into custody, the bike twisted and mangled, and the highway littered with the aftermath of a chase that could have ended far worse. And it makes you wonder, how far would someone push their luck, knowing one slip could be the last? That line between thrill and catastrophe? McDaniel danced right on it. 6. Colin James Webb Chase, Massachusetts.
I'll make the flip at 129, that's you. Station IQ, advise 15 Alpha, I'm going to be late for roll call for the fireworks.
And now, let me tell you about a chase that's more calculated than chaotic. Massachusetts. A trooper spots a biker weaving dangerously across the interstate. Missing plate, erratic movements, the kind of riding that makes your stomach drop. But here's the twist. The officer doesn't even flash the lights. Quietly, he tails Webb, letting the suspect reveal himself, waiting for the right moment to act. You can almost feel the tension building, like watching a thriller unfold in real time, every second loaded with risk. 2 days later, authorities catch up with Colin James Webb. He's facing a laundry list of 12 charges: assault with a dangerous weapon, speeding, and the works. And the officer walks away unharmed. But think about it. This wasn't a high-speed smash and crash spectacle like the others. It was a game of nerves, strategy, and patience. And it shows that not all chases end in fiery wrecks. Some are just as dangerous because of the unpredictability of human behavior. Would you have had the patience to tail someone like that quietly, knowing any wrong move could spiral out of control? 7. Iconic Brazilian Pursuit, São Paulo Military Police, 2017. And here's a chase that's just cinematic, like something out of a movie, but real. 2017, São Paulo, Brazil. Helmet cam footage captures every heart-stopping second as a suspect tears through narrow, congested streets, dodging pedestrians, cars, and obstacles like a ghost. The officer on his tail isn't just anyone. He's part of the Rome unit, a specialized motorcycle force with intense training every 15 days. These guys aren't just following, they're anticipating, reading the biker's every move, and the suspect knows it too. He dives into tight alleys, brushes against parked cars, and makes sharp turns that would make most people wipe out instantly. But Rome doesn't miss a beat. Every maneuver is countered with skill and precision. The tension is insane. Every second, the biker pushes the limits, the officer pushes back, and both are aware that one slip could mean disaster. Pedestrians scatter, horns blare, and adrenaline is practically audible through the footage. And just when it seems like the suspect might escape, fate intervenes. He either runs out of gas or his bike breaks down after riding up a set of stairs. The chase ends abruptly, leaving the officer victorious, but everyone watching is exhausted from the intensity. This pursuit isn't just about catching a criminal. It's about skill, training, courage, and sheer nerve. It's a masterclass in motorcycle pursuit tactics, and it shows how international law enforcement can handle situations that seem almost impossible. Motorcycle chases are thrilling, dangerous, and unpredictable. Some end in tragedy, some in heroics, but all leave a mark. Think about the risks, the bravery, and the split-second choices that define these moments. So what's your take? Drop it in the comments, and if you like this, hit like and subscribe. More insane chases are coming your way.